day, everyone. It's your boy, my hero, the best young football analyst. So if you're new to this page, please subscribe and hit the like button. So today's game will be Orlando Pirates versus Chipa United. Before I get into the game, I'd like to apologize for some games that I didn't analyze because of school reasons. School is very tough, guys. School is very tough, so you need to put much attention to it, especially when you're doing my grade 11, pre-matriculate. So yeah, Orlando Pirates versus Chipa United. I'm a very happy Pagania. As all Paganians, I think I speak for all Paganians when I say Asijabulile. We are happy, the happy nation. They call it the happy nation. Whereas for the Sundowns, they call it the yellow nation. As for Chiefs, they call it the sad nation. So yeah, Pirates versus Chipa. I see this as a second leg game. I saw this as a second leg game because we defeated Chipa 3-1. We defeated Amazulu 4-2 in the Nedbank Cup. Then, in the returning fixture, which was the league, we defeated Amazulu 1-0. We defeated Chipa United 2-0. Now, the similar things here is that in the Nedbank Cup, we considered goals against these teams, but in the league, we were able to keep clean sheets. It's more of a coincidence. So yeah. That's the conspiracy I'm talking about. Pirates played a 4-3-3 formation. A 4-3-3 formation. Talent Mbata is a natural 8 and natural 8. I think it's the only natural 8 we have at the Orlando Pirates. Yes. So they've got Monyane, they've got Koki, they've got Sesane, they've got Mayela. Now they've got Siposhan as their goalkeeper. In the midfield, they've got Makaula, they've got Mbata, they've got Patrick. Now in the front three, they've got Dlamini, they've got Mabasa, and they've got the one and only Rebohilo Mufukeng, our son and our child. We protect him by all means as Pirates fans. So, what's the aim here? We know Mayela is getting old. We need to be honest. When Mayela overlaps at the left flank, it makes it a little bit harder for the left center back, who was Sesani. It makes it harder for him. But because he doesn't have much pace to track back, as much as Hoto is older than Mayela. I assume, but Hoto is fast. Hoto is like, he might be 33 or 34, but he plays like a 28-year-old. The way he's fast, Yeah. So Mayela, yes, if we're being honest, he's struggling to deal with his fast players. He's struggling to deal with his fast players. But yesterday he did very well. He did very well yesterday, unlike in the fixture in the Nedbank Cup. He was able to, yesterday he was able to overlap. He forced a penalty out of Majokoro, So when Monyane overlaps, Pirates were able to form a three-dimension at the back. With Koki, Mayela, and Sesane. Now Monyane was very key because Pirates were looking to use Monyane to their advantage to play on the right flank. Remember, Pirates don't have a right winger in this game. They are playing with two tens, but they have forced Dlamini to play where? Right winger. So Dlamini to act as the right winger, but we do know that Dlamini is able to use his right foot. But his most powerful foot is the left one. His most talented and beautiful foot is the left foot. But he's able to cross with the right foot. He scored a spectacular goal. I'm not sure about against which team, where he was like crossing the ball and the ball just went in. I'm not sure which team was it. I'm trying to think, but nothing is popping up. I'm not sure what team was it. But that shows that he's got a good foot. He's got a good right foot also. So what was the plan of Jose Rivero? It was try to draw the defense of Chipa, and they were trying to maybe trick Chipa into thinking we're gonna play more centrally, because you see Mbata, you see Dlamini, you see Mufukeng, you see Patrick, they're all playing in the midfield. Then you see Mayela, you see Monyane making those runs on the right and left flank, especially on the right flank, because every time when they get the ball, especially Masonganya and Dlamini and Mufukeng, they'll try to put it in through pass and find Monyane. The problem is that Monyane was undecisive. He was undecisive. There was a chance where he could have shoot, but he'd make too much touches. Sometimes his first touch let him down, but there was a goal that Palace scored. Now, Within this goal, Patrick Masoganye has the ball. To what I'm talking about, that Pirates were playing more centrally, tricking Chippa United to draw their fullbacks, yeah, so that to draw most of their players centrally, making it easy for Monyane to deal maybe with one player. Monyane is very fast. He's got good crosses, and he banged in a good cross because Patrick Masoganye he's got the ball. And what helped Pirates is the pressing of Pirates. Pirates, when they're in the opposition half, they like to press. They press you hard. But that's what Pirates players do. They press you hard. So what Pirates was doing, they pressed Chippa United's defense hard, and Chippa lost the ball. When they lost the ball, Masoganye didn't receive the ball. When Masoganye receives the ball, he sees the run that is gonna be made by Monyane. Because how does he see the run being made by Monyane? Because Monyane had not made that run yet. Monyane had started to make the run. Imagine you're turning, but you know that someone there will make the run. Because it's the philosophy, and actually not the philosophy, the tactic that was made by the coach, that everyone who gets the ball in centrally, when you turn, you must know that Monyane will be making those runs. It was pretty obvious. That they were Pirates in this game, they're planning to use the right flank into breaking the Chippa United defense. So the Chippa United should have tried to talk with Ntsabo, who was the left back of Chippa United. When I mean Chippa United, I'm talking about the coach of Chippa United, Morgan Mamila, September. They could have tried to talk with Monyane, Ntsabo, to shut down Monyane, because Ntsabo was out of this game. The only defender that was very good in this game was Kamis. The last time in the Nedbank Cup, Mufokeng made a puppet out of him. But going to this game, he made it hard for Mufokeng. We know Mufokeng can do better, but he did well. Although because Mufokeng was drawing Kamis at all times, so it was making easy for Mayela to make those runs at the left, those overlapping. So Monyane now, as you guys can see in the video below, now Masoganye gets the ball, knowing that because of the tactic that's put by coach, that every time when anyone centrally gets the ball, Chippa will try to draw. Because why Chippa likes to draw? Because Chippa know physically they are stronger than Pirates, so they want to go head to head with Pirates. Although I feel like Chippa could have done better if there was Mosele. Pakan Paul was really out of this game, and I believe if instead of Pakan Paul, if Mosele was there, it was gonna be a little bit of stability, because Mosele is also a very physical player. Although day and day is soft and a crybaby. So Monyane makes the run, and what I like about Monyane, 3 players are coming onto him. Okay, when these 3 players are coming onto him, he's able to cross it. I think there was 2 or 3 mistakes before he get that cross. He was getting in those positions, but was undecisive. But now he was able to get into the position. As he got into the position, he gets in the cross, and the Chippa United defense, I don't know how that cross split them. Maybe try to slide tackle the ball. And Mabasa comes in and it's a goal. So poor tactical awareness from the center back, and I think it was Makele, I'm not sure. I'll pack and bob between the two. I'm not sure about the defender that was standing there. But your awareness, you must look at your surroundings and see that Mabasa is coming in. So get it, good run made from Mabasa, good understanding from both players. That is very good for Pirates to have a target striker like Mabasa. Hopefully Pirates doesn't lose him to Sundowns. I'd rather lose Mabasa to a European team than to lose Mabasa to a Sundowns team. Like, come on guys, Mabasa is the best striker. He's got 15 goals this season. He's the top goal scorer currently. Yeah, and he's got people chasing him. Actually, only Reyners can it's only Ikram Reyners that can go above Mabasa. No one else. No one. Mayo, Ribeiro, they are just fooling themselves. So yeah, so that type of play of Pirates having to use their fullbacks or wing backs to their advantage, it kind of helped them. Because Chippa United's fullbacks were struggling. Except for Kamis. But how did Kamis? If I'm saying Kamis wasn't struggling, how was Mayela able to make those runs and those overlapping in the left flank? Well, because of Mufokeng. Kamis, I think he was given the instruction to cover Mufokeng. And he was given that, even if he was not given that instruction, there was already a battle between them in the Nedbank Cup. So you'd expect that battle to continue, So every time when Mufokeng gets the ball, he throws like this. He takes the ball and tries to go in centrally. Now Mayela then makes that run. Now it then comes to the penalty, which clearly was a penalty, because what Machokoro was doing, as you guys can see in the video below, Machokoro is trying to block the ball. When you block the ball in that way, you're supposed to put your hands behind your back, but instead he stretched his hands, and obviously it's a penalty, and good decision made by the ref. So it shows how Mayela was able to get in that position and only had to deal with one player, because you would have expect Kamis to be there, because Kamis was focused on Mufokeng forgetting his position. That's the problem. And also, good penalty taken by Mabasa. I believe Nabali could have saved that penalty. He made the right choice to go. They didn't fool him. He went to the right side, but I feel like he dived too late. He dived too late. He could have done better. I believe if Williams was gonna save that one, because that Mabasa's penalty, and it's too soft. It's a little bit hard. Yeah, he puts it hard, but I believe him. Some penalties. Actually, the way Mabasa takes his penalties, it's too easy to guess. It's too easy to guess. I was able to also to guess it. It's too easy to guess the way he takes it, because the way he positions himself also, and the way he takes it, it's too easy to guess. Whereas for Hoto, he positions himself the way Hoto positions himself to take a penalty. But for Hoto, it's not easy to guess. It's not easy. But for Mabasa, he needs to change the way he structures himself when he's about to take his penalty. So yeah, overall, it was a good game. It was a very good game. As for Chippa United having to play with a 4-2-3-1 formation, Kamis, Chabalala, Makele, and Sabo, and Nobale as their backline with Pokenpol and Machokoro. Now, why did they put Machokoro? Because I don't think Machokoro played last game because of maybe suspension. Machokoro is very physical. So they wanted to use their physicality into their advantage. But now Pirates wanted to use their pace into their advantage. But now, since they've got only Mayela, they will have to be clever with it, and they were clever enough for Mufukeng to be able to draw Kamis, making it easy for Mayela on the left flank. Not much from Kwaiba, first leg, second leg, not much from him. When I mean first leg, I'm talking about the Nedbank Cup, second leg, the league. Not much for him. He's a very talented player. If you remember his goal against Kaizer Chiefs, our arch rivals, he was a beautiful goal outside the box. And one of the target tactics of Morgan Tabo September and the third coach, who I forgot his name, it was to hit the shots. Try if they knew they were not going to be able to break the Pirates defense, because the Pirates defense is very stubborn. It's very stubborn, especially when you've got a team who was introduced to replace Makaula, someone who's good interception, someone who's able to protect his defense. Same applies to Makaula. It makes it a little bit difficult for the opponent. What they wanted to do is to set up the ball for their players outside the box, then shoot. But that was not gonna work. So what did they go with? Look, before I talk about what did they go with, I wanna check the stats. Chippa United registered 11 shots, but only could get 3 on target. Whereas for Paris, 12 shots, 5 on target, and were able to get 2 goals out of that. Ball possession, 65% for Paris, 35% for Chippa United. As for the passes, Paris were able to register 507 passes, whereas for Chippa United, they got 266 passes. Where does these 266 passes come from, considering the fact that in the midfield, Chippa was out? Well, Chippa, what they wanted to do, Machokoro is able to hold up the ball in the midfield, right? Now they've got Francis, they've got Lutuli, they've got Marman, right? They've got all this type of fast wingers. So they've got Kimbidu. Now, because of loss of Evanga, it makes it a little bit hard for them, because they want Kimbidu to be the one to hold up the ball for them, and to hold up the ball for Kwaiba. For Kwaiba as the second striker behind Kambidu. Then Francis, Lutuli, Marman, all those wingers were playing for Chippa. They will make those runs, which means when holding every they make 2 touches in the midfield and try to distribute the ball and play those long balls, to find the wingers and put in the cross to try to find Kambidu. So they also wanted to use their width to their advantage, because they know centrally it's very hard to break Pirates. It's very hard to break Pirates. Sasana has adapted well in this Pirates team, and I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for him. And it's not rare to find a player from Pirates coming from the MTC to Pirates. What is rare from Pirates is that a player from the MTC coming straight from the MTC to the Pirates team. Usually you come straight from the MTC, they loan you out, then you come back when you have done well. You still look at Azola Chobeni. I'm not sure about Kabini. If some of you guys know Kabini, who is a left back of TS Galaxy, played against Chiefs, was present. He started. Kabini is a great player. He's a good player. I've always noticed him and admired his work in the MTC. He was wearing number 18. If I'm not wrong, I think I'm wrong. I'm not sure about his jersey number, because it was the last time I saw him at Paris was a long time. I'm not sure, but I think he's wearing number 24 at TS Galaxy, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure, but he's very good. He's a very good left back. Paris are in need of a left back. Paris have got Hoto, who's a false left back, and they've got Marco, who's out on injury, who might come back, who will come back next season. They've got Mayela, who's getting older. So we need a left back. We need a young, fresh left back. Young, fresh blood. And yes, we're linked with. We've been linked every time with Rian Hanamup, but Sandile Zungu obviously destroyed those rumors. But I believe Rian Hanamup would easily adjust at Pirates and would easily become a regular at Orlando Pirates, making the job harder for Dion Hotto. As for Kabini, I just hope he's on loan. And let the next season pass. Then that season he must come back from loan if he's on loan. I just hope he's on loan. So that's it for today, guys. So please do subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.